Oh, damn, that's some good shit. Fuck.
Now everybody, I got a tip. If you want me here, take a trip. It make you holler, it make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping now. Now listen, girls, and listen, boys. These little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real, know what I mean. They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
Oh, what is going on, my fellow and lady insomniac sea monkeys? This entire broadcast will be. Well, I'm only gonna talk in sea monkey. So if you're not a sea monkey, you won't understand it. Sorry about that, but they paid their dues. All right, let's see what we got here. What's going on, General Sea Monkey? Full disclosure, I was bragged. Check, I actually was. I still didn't feel like doing it. So I went to my sea monkeys, and none of them were sleeping either. So hey, here we are. But yeah, it is my story, and I'm telling you what, yo, when you speak, don't ever call yourself a fan. It bugs me, especially if I've known you since before I had a fucking YouTube channel. It weirds me out. I don't like that. I don't know. Just weird. It's just weird. But yeah, yo, there's nothing's gonna happen on these live streams that can't wait. You know, if you gotta sleep, sleep. Most of us can't do it at will anyway, so damn it, I am tired, I guess. Of course, it's probably all the drugs that I do, you know. What's going on, spokesman and co-founder? Can wait 3 minutes. Was it you? I don't think it was you. One time somebody, I already had a live schedule and they gave me like, I don't know, 20 or 25 bucks to go live early. And I was only able to go live like 3 minutes early, so, but they paid. Oh man, I can't remember who all I shot at. So what's going on, Heather? What's going on, Rob Deep? What's going on, Cat Eyes? Section 15, I think I already did that one. Yeah. What's going on, Jenny T? Go to sleep, darling, if you can. What's going on, Pat Con? Pat Con, I even care if you get some good sleep. What's up with Jason? Why he calling the feds? Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. See, she already had all my info. Like, well, not really, because as far as I know, they still haven't found the good shit because they think everything's on the internet, and it's not. I don't know. They won't drop anything that makes me look halfway cool, but do you all really think I'm dumb enough to show illegal machine guns and suppressors? Actually, I don't think I've shown a suppressor on YouTube. Not that I can recall. It's possible I did, but I don't usually. No, maybe I did. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's not working out like you thought. How much coke have you snorted tonight, Charlie Brown? Oh man, I would have to. I'd have to see your handwriting to take an educated guess, but Hopefully, just enough to be comfortable. Big fan, long time listener, first time caller. Yeah, you can jump up here if you want. Anybody can right now, actually. What's up, Lisa? How much coke have I had tonight? Um, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Your legs are having a party of their own. Oh, well, no, that might not be a good. Restless legs suck, but like if you got somebody in between them, then that's not all bad. What's going on, Mr. Bill Evans? I don't know if you saw it or not, but uh, I guess it's been about a week. You partially inspired me to put up a guitar video. What's up, Kid Nurse? What's up, Control? Salute to you. Do I listen to that human Nani? No, I don't actually. I've not. I was man, a bunch of people hit me up like they want you on Nanya's. I'm like, fuck you. Why do you think I'm going to do that? Nope, it happening. She can come here. And no, I don't. I don't watch Telly or Ryan either. K as in cat. L as in cat. You can't sleep. Your mom has a tie on her door. Oh shit. Oh well, you might want to go sneak out the window and go for a walk. What's up, Scamula? Yeah, we're Rob. We're all insomniacs here, man. It's uh, it's crazy. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, well, you're just a pussy if you can't go without sleep." But after the second or third day, man, I start getting crazy, and I'm sure some of you probably do too. But I let Chili Fisher sit on my face after the gym. No, John Doe, I'm sorry, but I'll have to pass on that one. We were supposed to meet up and go hiking together at one point, just hiking. But after the shit, like she was saying that I was breaking into her house and stuff. So, yeah, I'm not meeting. If who knows what she would say. Um, so yeah, that would not happen. Can I send it via Instagram? Yeah, Bill, if I remember, it's on my YouTube channel. But if I'm really bad about remembering stuff, but I will try to remember to send that to you. A little birdie told you that Nanya owes money to Bobby Joe. Just a little bird, huh? Interesting. Nanya used to give people money to draw people to their channel back when they were actually a cool channel doing. I mean, yeah, hardly anybody watched it, but it was better than the shit they do now. They actually paid me to go up and give a talk about survivalism. I didn't ask to be paid. In fact, I told them I didn't really, it wasn't necessary, but, she gave me like, I don't know, 25 bucks or something like that. But you know how we are with unconfirmed rumors around here. We will run with them no matter what. Just got home from pissing on Jeff's doorstep. You're supposed to do that when it's cold outside. Oh yeah, and God knows how much that purple dildo cost. That's probably why she owes Bobby Joe money. She probably's making payments on that dildo. What's up, Sam? Your Aussie mom advised you to mind you. Yeah, that is good advice, Bill. Really good advice. So for some of us, it's fucking too late though. Oh goody, just what we needed, a wet blanket. What's up, Becky Ghetto Joe? Christy, do you know the facts behind that money, or are you repeating 1/10 of the facts? Well, That's all. That's all. That was all she said. Becky, get with it. What's up, LB? How you doing? Well, Becky, maybe you should mind your business. What business is it of yours where she keeps her personal belongings? I'm sure she's keeping it well hid, uh, because it's in use most of the time. Nobody gonna look for it there. Man, I'm behind already. Yeah, you know what's messed up, y'all? I find myself agreeing with Pat Con. I don't know which one of us has changed. If it's me, fine. If it's Pat Con, fine. But I find myself agreeing with Pat Con more and more all the time. You can owe money for drugs for a loan to make a donation to St. Jude's. It's still owed money either way. That is true. That is true. Because you know the facts behind the money because it's your business, right, Becky Joe? So do enlighten us so that we don't spread any false rumors. If you don't tell us, then you're just as guilty of spreading false rumors if you know the truth. Man, I gotta hide this comment. I can't stand seeing that I agree with PatCon. I just have to hide it. I'm kidding. PatCon's not that bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. LB, she's confirming that money is owed. A real friend would have just kept her damn mouth shut. Actually, what did I title the stream? I can't. What did I title this stream? I think I titled it. Yeah, still living in weirdos' heads rent free. I mean, we've all seen it. We all know it's true. I'm not. It's kind of flattering and kind of creepy all at the same time. But like they continually expose me for the exact same thing. It's like there's been generations of them now. It's weird, man. It is freaking weird. And half the shit they say isn't true at all. And they're really like I knew that Jason had ratted me out before all this, before whoever fucking said it first. I already knew it, but I couldn't say anything. I still probably shouldn't say anything at all. And yeah, there's a lot that I won't say yet. But like everything else in his life, this is gonna backfire on him too. The dude is a professional rat. He tried to. The reason he's mad at me is because he tried to say he was a bounty hunter and he never was. I know a thing or two about the business. He was a rat. That was it. He ratted on somebody that he already knew. That was it. That's his bounty hunter career. That he believes that in his state, just because they don't license for bounty hunting, that you can just go do it, and that makes you a bounty hunter. That's not how it works. If it worked that way, you wouldn't see so many people getting arrested for being fake bounty hunters in those states. And like, he's like, "Oh, I got proof," and he sent me. Like, the first thing he sent me was a employee of the month award from Kroger. That was supposed to prove he was a bounty hunter somehow. I don't. Then he just kept sending me shit, sending me shit. And he never did send me the one thing, the supposed contract. He never sent it to me. That's not, it wouldn't prove it anyway. But so that's why he's mad at me for calling him out for lying about that, and then we caught him lying about a bunch of other stuff too. That's why he's mad. I mean, right now some people are using him as a useful idiot, but when that blows over, there'll be some more stuff. But I'll wait. I'm very patient when I need to be. I mean, he ratted on me by his own admission. Regardless of how you feel about me or Tommy, he ratted on both of us. He wore a fucking wire, y'all. If I felt like I had to wear a wire around somebody, I would not. I either would not hang out with them, or I'm planning on like I'm plan. If I'm wearing a wire around somebody, I've planned on setting them up already. And yeah, if I feel like I had to wear a wire, I wouldn't hang out with that person. So I mean, the dude has a history of just being a rat, and ratting on people like that, I don't respect, no matter who it is. And he's trying to do the same with Nadia. It doesn't surprise me. That's what he does, man. That's what he does. He has a history of it. The dude's man. I don't want to get into it too deep, but like his own family disowned him, and you know what? I'm not going there right now. And there's Tilly sucking it all up, who was also living, or I'm also living in his head rent free, which I think is hysterical. So yeah, y'all, I don't know how any of you, regardless of what quote unquote side you're on, I think sides are bullshit anyway, but um, like how can any of you trust him? He's turned on everybody. I mean, you too, Telly. He'll fucking flip on you as easy as he did anybody else. Yeah, I've heard that he's saying shit about Nanya now too. I've not watched any of it myself, but I've heard. Tilly and Jason only have each other now. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up. I still have yet to see Tilly's PowerPoint presentation. From what I've been told is it's boring as fuck, and all it does is reiterate what we've known for a long time anyway. So Tilly was the biggest culprit 3 weeks ago. You're glad he's exposing shit, but he's a scumbag too. Yeah, I agree with you, LB. And Tilly said, show it all so nobody should cry and say Nanya is wrong when she does. Well, I mean, you do have a point there too, actually. Becky is literally Nanya's lapdog. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that too. Said, yeah, yeah. Think for yourself. Think for yourself, because I mean, all you do is repeat what Nanya says, and like Nanya's a liar too. Yo, is there any $3.87 buffets open? You being fat? Yeah, or but I saw some clips of that. I forget where, but Like, didn't they used to say you didn't have legs? Um, but now you're walking places to do it. Like, how the fuck it? Their own bullshit doesn't make sense. I got like one time they say you can't walk, and then they say you. I don't know. I can't keep up with it all. That's right, robot. You are robot. Warbot. You are. I forgot you are also AI, which actually it could be. I mean, I, I at one time you and me were the same person. You were another one that I was you with a voice changer, just like I was the great grandma with a voice changer, and apparently a few others. I think it's hysterical as shit. Like none of these accounts that they've said that I am, like none of them that I've seen are actually me. And then I get away with the ones that fly under the radar that they don't seem to catch on to. I think it's hysterical. Bobby. Oh wait a second. Bobby. Either Bobby Joe or somebody named Blowjob. So, or she got $300 for a blowjob. That's how I'm reading it. Well, I mean, oh man, fucking, I hate being a gossip queen, but that's all we're talking about here. Nanya's been evicted from more than one place and had some other things like that. So how do people think they're ever going to get their money back? When I was doing well, I used to give money to friends. We would call it a loan, but nothing will destroy a friendship faster than owed money. So I just gave it to them, and if I got it back, fine. If I didn't get it back, fine. I didn't care. Like if it was money I was gonna miss or end a friendship over, there were people that I wouldn't give loan money to. Ryan is on the case. Of course, he's the king of analyzing voice changes. Remember, y'all, they totally investigated great grandma, and I was her. I was gonna say, I thought people knew who. Oh, Timothy Six. Oh man, Bill. Oh gosh, I can. It's been a long time. I used to know. I used to know every verse. Probably not every verse, but I used to know probably 90% of the Bible by heart. But I'm out of practice. Good to see you're still using the guns on Savvy too. I don't know what you mean by that. The love of money. Yeah, money's not evil itself. It's the love of money. And I found that to be true. Greedy people, man, they will stab you in the back in a heartbeat or end a relationship over a $50 loan. You know, it just And again, a lot of times it's not the money itself; it's the principle. I get it, but um, maybe have the principle that don't loan money to people that it's going to cause you to ruin your friendship. You know, I don't know. That girl, are you talking about my profile picture, LB? That's not a troll. That's a sea monkey, baby. I mean, we got evil ones, but most of us are very nice. When I was doing well, there were a few families that I helped out through hard times. But most of the time, I did it without them knowing where it came from because I didn't want people hitting me up. You know what I mean? Um, and then there was a family that she had a. I knew that she had a deadbeat boyfriend, and she had like seven freaking kids. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out. I think it's on display at the Museum of Modern Industry. But I digress. But anyway, I was helping them out, and I knew she had a deadbeat boyfriend. What I didn't know was that he was living there, and uh, and I knew better than to give her cash, but we were uh, giving her vouchers to get food and dropping food off on her doorstep in the middle of the night and stuff like that. And I ran and paid her utility bill a couple of times. But then I found out that her deadbeat boyfriend was living there and eating all them kids' macaroni and cheese. Do you know how many boxes of macaroni and cheese you got to buy to feed seven damn kids? And then to find out her boyfriend was eating all of it? Nah. I want my Lucky Charms back too. Yeah, Kelly. So that's the thing is people have been very generous to me around here. Um, the majority of the time when I drop my cash app, I'm just doing it to piss off people like Telly. And the majority of the time when I say, "Hey, hit my cash app" or whatever, I don't even put it out there. Um, sometimes people will just bless me for no apparent reason, and I'm very grateful. But like if I was actually like you will never catch me in your DMs asking you for money. It won't happen. I don't care if I'm starving to death. All right, LB, cool. I mean, I appreciate every single cent. They don't have to do that. Why is Becky always so mad? Well, you said it earlier, PatCon. She gets fed information and just regurgitates it. You know. Well, I'll tell you what, PatCon. Like if you were seriously needing money for something, and you put it like that, said, "Hey, I need some money. I'm not paying you back." I would give it to you over the person that stands there and looks you in the eye and shakes your hand and says, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you back on Friday," and then you never hear from them again. Like you'll see them at the bar or wherever, and as soon as they see you, they take off. Even if you weren't thinking about it, ask them about it. You know, somebody drop Pat Con's Cash App, please. There it is. $ Todd S11. I knew it. You guys been wrong the whole time. PatCon is Todd. I actually kind of almost got stranded because I usually use cash all the time anyway, because it's nobody's business where I'm buying gas at or whatever. But now there are more and more places that just won't take cash anymore, which, yeah. So I had the cash in my pocket. Um, they wouldn't take the cash. I mean, I had the money. They wouldn't take the cash, and I didn't have enough on my Cash App card to get enough gas with. And I was out in the middle of nowhere, so and there was no place close enough where I had enough gas um, to go to and put the cash on the card. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Yes, Bill Evans, you should absolutely drop your Cash App. People are gonna freak out. They're like, oh shit, Bill Evans has asked for money. If you like you might watch the community tear itself apart later. Hey, you don't have to look far for that. I put up a poll earlier asking people's opinions on if they think that channels like, and I'm including myself, whether channels like mine have done more harm than good. I believe that they have. And so far, the last I saw, the people voting due to it was like 68 or 60, I don't remember, 60 something percent saying yes, like 4% saying no, and then the third option is they don't give a fuck. Do not send your donos to Todd. You earned those through your kindness to the man. Just saying. Yeah, LB, I remember all that. That whole thing had to be uncomfortable for you, I imagine. I mean, at least he wasn't showing up to your house at 3 in the morning with a bundle of flowers, you know? She wasn't talking to you, Pat Con. That's it. I'm moving Pat Con to the back of the class. You work 8 to 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, hardly ever chat. Well, you're kidding me, Becky Joe. You don't even like me, and you're in here chatting. If I don't like somebody, I don't like. I just don't watch them. I mean, I'm not doubting that you work, but the part where you hardly even chat is that I'm gonna have to disagree there. Holy cow! Somebody, I don't know if that person went shouted out or not, but somebody just was very generous. Well, I've scammed all the money I need to today. I'm off of here. I'm joking, y'all. I'm not. I see, Christy. I don't know. Like, I like I like kids and everything, but man, I don't know if I could work with them 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? I mean, I was a guest instructor for the Boy Scouts for a long time, and I love doing that. I love doing what I'm doing, but man, you gotta either earn their respect or their fear immediately, or you're not gonna have a good time of it. Especially when you're teaching them how to set things on fire, letting them handle knives and all that kind of fun stuff. Becky, why do you put yourself through this, huh? I mean, you're obviously not happy watching this stuff. Why do you do that to yourself? If I don't like somebody, I just don't watch them. It's not hard. Like I'm not subscribed to. Actually, I think I'm still subscribed to 90. I just turn off notifications. I'm not subscribed to Bobby Joe. I'm not sub to Telly. I'm not sub to Ryan. I just don't go there. If I don't, I'll hear plenty about it later on. I mean, not only are you ruining your own time, but you're kind of a wet blanket for the rest of us. I don't know. I'll tell you. We'll do it this way. I don't think she's done anything really bad enough to get banned. But she is kind of a wet blanket. If you guys enjoy, I'll tell you what. We'll do it this way. I'm not going to ban her, but we'll do like a 24-hour, vacation, paid time off, if you will. Put a one in the chat if you think we should give Becky some time to herself to maybe regroup and get some sleep or whatever. Two in the chat if we just let her keep going. I mean, it's for your own good, Becky. One. I see one. I see one, two, and looks like the ones have it. But I've forgotten what the number one option was. I forgot already. You got to be up anyway. All right, I'll buy that. But I mean, certainly you could have a better interaction with a piece of toast and a cup of coffee. you know, I'm just saying. Oh, did somebody get her? I can't. That's the thing about StreamYard is I can't tell when somebody gets zapped. That's okay. It's for your own good, Becky. You gotta be up for work in a little bit anyway. W4 we care. Yes, we do. Yeah, I mean, she didn't have to have us. I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like she had to make us throw her out. It's like the dude in the bar that like he doesn't really want to be there, so he just sits there and bitches about the band, which really most bar bands suck, really. But like they'll bitch about the band, they'll bitch about the drinks, they'll bitch about the staff, they'll bitch about the lighting, they'll bitch about this, that, and the other, and they just keep bitching until they get kicked out. You know what I mean? Just go someplace else. You sneezed and look what, man, that happens, Jenny T. It's all good. That's the thing. I've again, I don't remember where the hell I saw it at, but like I saw people saying that Christy can't speak Spanish, but I'm pretty sure that that was her first language. I could be mistaken. I've tried to learn second languages, especially when I was a bondsman. I tried learning Spanish. I just like my mind just won't go there. I was able to learn enough to get slapped. I can get slapped in about 8 languages. But I had a couple of guys that uh, knew Spanish. I mean, like sometimes I wouldn't I wouldn't let them know right away that the person with me spoke Spanish, and they would pretend like they didn't speak English, even though I knew they kind of did. Um, but if you say, "Hey, man, it looks like you stepped in dog shit," they'll look. So I mean, that's kind of a way to tell if they actually speak English or not. And for some reason, at the when I was a steel worker, for some reason, my boss thought that I spoke Spanish. We had a crew of guys. They kept them all together in one spot, and none of them. One of them was actually a preacher. They were all from Mexico. Real nice guys, man. I tell you what, they would invite me to eat with them, and they brought full on freaking buffets every time. It was awesome. I mean, like real Spanish food or Mexican food. Uh, but anyway, we I didn't speak a lick of Spanish, and they didn't speak a lick of English, but we got along great. Maybe because we couldn't talk, that's why we got along so well. They would just bring me a blueprint and point to whatever they wanted, and I'd go get it for them. Christy can put you in handcuffs and yell at you in Spanish. Hey, uh, K is in cat, L is in cap. I feel you. Yeah, they say anything to. They just say anything, whatever they think is going to tear somebody down the most. That's what they say, whether it's based in fact or not. I mean, it's stupid and can be hurtful, but I don't know. You just got to kind of consider the source sometimes, you know. Live for my babies is not. I've seen that account around before. I don't remember where, but not a happy person, so don't worry. Yeah, that's exactly it. People are miserable about themselves, so they gotta run dragging streams, and that's all they have. If they had to actually think about something, um, they wouldn't be able to function. It's sad they can't just smile. I don't smile very much either, but uh, like I have a real deviant streak, and I try to control it because when I let that monster out, it's not it's not good. I don't like that part of me, but it's there. She also said she was going to contact a catcher that you volunteer. Well, Christy, if it's one of the OGs, I don't really talk to him very much anymore, but I used to be in an Instagram with like all of the OG catchers. So you know, again, don't talk to him very much anymore, but uh, if it's one that I'm familiar with, I might be able to help you out there. But yeah, that's the thing is they're not above destroying resources to make somebody look bad. They've done it. They've done it. We lost a couple of people that were running plate numbers because of this bullshit. And it's hard to find reliable people to run plate numbers. I've been through half a dozen of them myself. I had to flirt with a dispatcher to get a plate runner before. You know how degrading it is for me to flirt with a female. Yeah, it worked. You see how I suffer for my art? Oh, Skeeter. Yeah, I helped Skeeter out. Well, I don't want to drag him into anything, but I can if it's necessary. Christy, I'll talk to him. I've not done a lot for Skeeter, and it's been a while, but we we did used to talk, kind of like when he was first getting into pred catching, because he was a prank channel at one time, and then he started kind of doing catches. But the thing is, if you've done good work for them already, then they know. So well, here's the deal, Christy. People saying that you don't do anything, like just think about like all, including mine, all of these fringe channels that popped up, and I really did used to help catchers a lot. That used to be my thing. Uh, and I got let myself get distracted by this bullshit. But um, think about all the time and energy that people waste doing 8 9 hour dragging sessions. Just think about. I mean, and we've got catchers doing it too. Just think of all that time that could be put into decoying or doing actual catches. You know what I mean? It's hard to take somebody seriously when they say that they're dedicated to it when they're on panels. And I used to tell catchers that if you're going to participate in the drama bullshit, do it on a separate channel from your catching channel because you got to think of it from the perspective of somebody that's not familiar with this at all. They run across a catch like, oh, this is cool. This guy or girl catches predators. That's awesome. I'm going to subscribe to them. But then the next 5 times they go live, it's fucking drama bullshit where they're yelling and screaming, and so they unsubscribe. I mean, you gotta watch Cole too. He's a wild one. If Cole ever shows up on your doorstep with a bouquet of flowers and a bottle of barbecue sauce, you know you're in for a good time. That's right, Peppermint Patty, because I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, and doggone it, people like me. Yeah, Peppermint Patty, I'm gonna appreciate myself for about 5 minutes later on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Warlock? Ladies and gentlemen, that's not necessarily accurate around here, but we'll take it. Oh yeah, Christy, helping out with that kind of stuff. It does feel great. Like when there's a catch that you've helped with, directly helped with, man, and you see them getting busted live, it feels awesome. Don't use soap. Oh, for that, yeah, yeah. You don't want to, yeah. That's what people talk about. Baby oil is too grainy for that, and Vaseline, man. Vaseline's okay if you got a bunch of water to go with it, but other than that, Vaseline's terrible for that kind of thing. All it does is waterproof your private parts. Baseball is better than football. Yeah, sometimes I'm not like I used to like to play sports. Like my body's too broken for it now, but uh, I hate watching sports. I can't like I couldn't tell you the name of a single current professional ball player in any sport. Um, as far as play, I played both and I liked them both. So you read to do the Miranda rights from the cop from like for the cops or um, just for them. And Cole, you don't have any rights. You worked in a Sweet Baby Ray's factory. I don't like watching that off your feet. Huh. Well, it's kind of weird they made you go barefoot. Like they say, anything that you like to eat, you really don't want to see how it's made. I mean, you ever looked at peanut butter under a microscope or fig Newtons? Oh man, it'll be a while before you want to eat peanut butter again. The cop told you live to read the dude's Miranda rights. Oh, that's awesome. Skeeter was so stressed as a bunny. Oh, yeah, I might have seen that one actually. Some things, I mean, I like Skeeter Jean a lot. I really do. But some things like catchers that make them eat gross stuff. I can't get behind that. I mean, look, it doesn't bother me to see a predator being treated badly. I really don't care. I love watching them getting their butts kicked. But to me, it just kind of like you can't look professional if you're making somebody eat something gross. You know what I mean? I just can't get behind that. And I don't think too many of them do it anymore. But Cause lost many supporters because of how he swims in the drop. Yeah, I know Jimmy T. That's a fact. How he talks. Yeah, it's a big turnoff for a lot of people. I mean, the casual viewer, they stumble across catches and they're like, "Oh, cool," but then they see that and they're like, "Oh, I don't want any part of this guy. Not sending him another dime." And like, if Tommy or anybody, like, once you go to jail because you were running your mouth on YouTube, I think maybe it's time to stop it. That's just my opinion. Rami El Dono. I haven't watched. I used to. I was one of the first to call out Rami publicly. I used to mess with him a lot, but you know, I just quit. Like, why waste my time? It's not going to do anything. I think the last Rami live stream I watched was he took himself to the hospital, and he's like, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe, guys. I'm dying. I'm literally dying. Hit my cash app. I'm dying." Saying he can't breathe, but he's vaping and up trying to turn on the oxygen machine himself. And yeah, okay. He'd hate being called a minion after dedicating what the sheep dedicated to an unjust. Called out as a chicken to pop alive. Like, it takes a lot of guts to pop alive, right? Yeah, I, I don't know. Most of you probably know, maybe not. But Rami actually started out under Alex's thing as he was a predator poacher when he first started. And until he, like, his first few catches were actually pretty good. And then when he did his big face reveal, we saw his true colors. And he had said, "Guys, I got shot at. I got shot at." And I'm like, I don't. And I'd seen all of his live catches. I'm like, I don't remember him. Maybe I missed one. Don't remember him getting shot at. Went back and watched the one that he said, and it sounded like a fucking dumpster lid or something. But he didn't react like it. He didn't react like he was getting shot at. And so he needed 2,000, I think it was 2,000, to get a bulletproof vest. And at the time, I was selling a couple of them that I didn't need anymore. So I'm like, hey, I'll just give you this one, man. And he completely ignored it. And I had said several times in his chat and I think Instagram or wherever, but I'm like, hey, dude, I've got one I'll just give to you. You know, and he's like, no, I need 2,000 for a. All right, dude, I know what you're all about. And I'm not going to lie, I ratted him out to Alex. That was actually how Alex and I started talking. I'm like, hey, this dude, uh, but Alex already knew there was some other things that they had caught Rami being sketchy on, so he wasn't a predator poacher much longer. That reminds me, I gave that vest to Polo, actually. He kind of came back for a while and then disappeared again. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. But the deal was that if he ever stopped catching, then we would pass that vest on to somebody else that was catching. As far as I know, he still has it. I hope he didn't take it out and sell it or something. Tommy said Warbot has CP with no proof. Oh yeah, Warlock. I actually saw that. Yeah, that's some. I mean that's low even for this so-called community. Yeah, Alex is absolutely the real deal. Watching him, like I liked his original stuff, his first stuff when he was just roasting them. Um, but watching him evolve has been interesting too. I like the way he does it now. Also, I mean, I was around when he only had like between 20 and 40 people in his live streams. That was really how he got to know T Coy and Jersey and a few other ones. See, that's the thing, Jenny T. That what's going on now is, especially if Tommy loses the defamation case that he's in now, that'll open the door. I mean, between that and getting arrested for assault and stuff, like it's not sustainable. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's not a good look. Yeah, Warlock. Man, I can't ever remember where I see the clips at, but uh, I did see where Tommy said a lawyer told him that he didn't need a lawyer. I mean, that's like a mechanic telling you you don't need a mechanic. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, if the law was that easy, I mean, going up against this guy has a lawyer. I mean, going in there without a lawyer against a lawyer is that's stupid. No lawyer's going to tell you to do that. And if the law was that easy, I love it when I see people, and Telly's good for this. Well, I looked it up on Google, and that law says, well, if it was that easy, we wouldn't need lawyers. There's law and there's case law, and then the law might say something in one spot, and then say something that adds stipulations to it in a completely different law, or changes it altogether. I mean, it's just not that easy. I think I think my parents maybe I lied to my mom and dad. Maybe I told them that I am a doctor and a lawyer and a firefighter and pretty much anything else. Because and an accountant. Like maybe they just want to believe that I am all those things so badly that they trick themselves into believing that. But like anytime a law question comes up, they'll ask me, and I was like, I don't. I can tell you what I think, but don't ever rely on my word for law advice because I will get you either thrown in jail or audited. His lawyer's going to help him on this side. Okay, so Tommy's going to wear a wire to court, and the lawyer's going to whisper things into his ear. Like once somebody with years and years of experience and training sits in my, uh, you're done. You know. Until he's busy doing his morning PowerPoint. Oh, definitely him and Jason are diligently planning my demise by lying to the law. I mean, do they really think I'm dumb enough to put illegal machine guns online or suppressors? I don't think I have. I mean, I have suppressors, but I don't think I've. I don't think I've ever shown some. Maybe I did. I don't know. But anyway, everything I've got paperwork for. Now, the paperwork might be in my own handwriting, but I've got it. I'm kidding, feds. Since you're apparently watching all my stuff, I'm kidding. Well, shit. If somebody wants to come up here and bullshit with me, you're more than welcome. Did I not? Did I not throw the? Did I not post the link? God, I'm an idiot. God, I thought, yeah. Hold on. I thought I fucking had it posted. I'm an idiot. Of course, you already knew that. Hold on. Guess this is invite guest. Copy. Exit out. Go to the three dots. This feels like so much work, even though you're just pressing buttons. Post comment, hold down on it really hard. Paste, chat, and magic. I could have swore I pinned a comment or pinned a link, but maybe not. Section 15 and I had kind of had a guitar battle going on back and forth the other night, but and I wanted to continue it, but uh, sometimes well, actually, most of the time, my nerve damage won't let me. Every now and then, I have a good day, especially if I take some extra Lyrica and alcohol, then I can play. But yeah, I really wanted to keep that going. And I don't even want to tell you how many takes it took me to get the one song, the one full song that I did post. It like that wasn't a one take deal, and it's aggravating. I get so freaking frustrated. I won't pick up a guitar for months because I get so aggravated because these are songs that I used to just play, just play them with no mistakes. That's what I'm saying, Bill. We need to get Section up here on his guitar. I might. I've got a vintage BC Rich Warlock, like a real one, not the copies they have on eBay. But it's got that and I like Floyd Rose. Um, I like Floyd Rose setups, but mine's missing a couple of little tiny pieces. I need to I need to spend the money and get the parts and get that fixed up so I can get my Warlock rolling. I love that guitar. I mean, is my drawing a blank? Is my Gibson quote unquote better? Yeah, depends. But that Warlock has a certain feel to it that I really like, and the look with the Widowmaker's head. Or Widow Peak head, whatever it's called. All right, Christy, have a good one. Actually, I have a Fender too, but my I gave that to my son a long time ago. But he's also got I have a I can't remember if it's a 2x10 or a 2x12 crate amplifier that he has. I gave him all that stuff when he was a teenager, but he's just not really that interested in it. I tell you what, though, if you want a cheaper, and I don't know what they go for now, but it's called a Fender Squire Strat. They're really not bad right off the bat, but if you replace the pickups and just do a little bit of touching up, they're actually pretty darn good. Yeah, that's the thing about the half stacks. Is back in the day, I had Marshall. Unfortunately, I when I started having kids, I couldn't play in bands or anything. Well, I mean, I still did, but it wasn't a regular thing, and I needed the room to make my daughter's bedroom out of, so I sold all my Marshall stuff. I wish hadn't done that, but I like the Marshall better than the crate setup I have now. But I've got a little Fender practice amp that it sounds really cool, but it's just a little like the distortion and everything. Even the clean channel sounds good. Maybe I'll go get that. Might get that out of storage and mess around with it. In retrospect, you should have gone with the 2x12. Hey, section, there's no such thing as too many amplifiers. But I know what you mean though with the half stack is like there's no way like you can't play it quietly and sound as cool as it can. But I still have Morley pedals from like 1987. They still work as far as I know. But yeah, like I mean, a decent orange amps are the big thing now. I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. Line six makes some reasonably priced small amplifiers with a lot of different sounds on them. But I mean, you can always get uh, pedals that do a bunch of things for you. You live on a 2 acre property. Oh, I live out in the middle of nowhere too. 2 acre property, cliff edge, where the neighbors can't hear your jamming. And if they complain, you can just cliff edges come in awful handy. I mean, it don't take much of a little, you know, line six. But I don't remember what the ones I played on. I don't remember what models they were, but most, I think all the different ones that I played on they sounded good. They had a lot of different options on them. Another nice thing about cliffs is kitty parachuting. If my kitties want to parachute, I got to climb to the top of the old windmill tower. Yeah, that's true. Section, you can, if you got the touch, you can make anything. Just about, well, I shouldn't say anything. Just about anything sound good. I've met people like that. Like, oh, this guitar and amp sucks, and then you hand it to them, and all of a sudden it all sounds good, and you look like an asshole. So I don't really. Okay, well, in the early days, and I play all by ear. I don't like. I know how to read music. I'm just not fast at it. And if I have to cheat, then I can look up the tablature. Um, I mean, in the early days, I did hide behind distortion and power chords, which will get you pretty far, really. But just depends on the kind of music. But after a while, I kind of was like, I really want to learn how to do things. And all right, Jenny T, have a good one. I'm probably gonna hang this up pretty soon anyway. Yeah, my mom's side of the family were all musicians too. My problem was I wanted to be Eddie Van Halen like immediately, right off the bat, and you know how that worked out. But I did get a pretty good hammer on, hammer off game. Jimmy Page, oh yeah, yeah, he was a influence on me too. Pantera was a big influence on me. Stevie Ray Vaughan, definitely. It went from Eddie Van Halen. I mean, it was all of them really, but my first big influence was Eddie Van Halen, and then I kind of got into the Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of stuff. Which once I learned to slow down a little bit and actually aim, my game got a little bit better. All right, Bill Evans, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Yeah, I mean Stevie Ray Vaughan's not easy, but I don't know how to explain it. For me, like I said, I don't read music, but for me, it's about I play by feel and um, by ear. And there was just something about Stevie Ray Vaughan's groove that kind of captured me. And it wasn't so much that I was trying to copy where his fingers were. It was I don't. It's weird. It sounds strange, but it's more to me. It's more about the like Slash. He's not a real technical player, but uh, he's got that groove, man. And I don't care if you're hitting the frets, and I don't care if you're hitting the frets perfectly by the numbers. You got to have that feel in your fingers, or it just doesn't sound the same. I don't care if you got exact matching equipment. Uh, I don't care how much tablature you know. Like if you don't have that, that's why people have a hard time sounding like Black Sabbath is because their guitar player lost the end of his finger in an industrial accident, and he actually made his own fake fingertip, and that's part of why his sound is so unique. It doesn't matter if you have the exact equipment. If you don't have that touch, it's just not going to be the same. Oh yeah, you definitely know who it is. One of my pet peeves back in the day when, like, I did not want to be a singer. I fucking despised singing. And I just started doing it just to have something for people to, for us to play and have something to fill it up. You know what I mean? We had a hard time finding singers because they all wanted to try to sound like Axl Rose. If you're gonna sing a Guns N' Roses song, even don't try to sound like Axl Rose because you can't. You just sound like a dying cat. Actually, Axl Rose kind of sounds like a dying cat nowadays, which is sad. But at least they're not lip syncing. Hey, well, you know what? Everybody's a rock star on karaoke night when the alcohol's flowing. I don't know. Once I stopped trying to sound like, and I could, I mean, I never sounded just like anybody, but I could do a pretty good Phil Anselmo and a halfway decent Lane Staley. And once I learned how to relax and not try to sound like other people, I just did me. Not saying I was great or even good, but it worked better. I didn't look like a jack off trying to sound like everybody else. But anyway, I've robbed almost an hour and a half of your time, so I think I'm gonna hang this up. Hey, I'll be looking forward to that. Cool. I'll be waiting for the day when you throw pebbles at my window to get my attention, and I open the window and the breeze flows through my long, luxurious hair. All right, y'all stay naked.